Assalamualaikum and good morning to everyone. My name is Maszulaikha, binti Abdul Razak. Today, our group will present about CIMB Bank. Now, I will present the history of the company. CIMB Group headquarters in Kuala Lumpur was founded in Malaysia in 1974. CIMB Bank hired 16,699 individuals in June 2019 to provide services for its reputable regional investment bank, Islamic bank, and well-established consumer bank. There are 234 branches throughout Malaysia and become the group's commercial bank. The second largest commercial bank, CIMB Bank, with more than 8 million clients, has a wide range of banking services from consumer goods to SMEs, business, insurance, banking service, and investment. Besides, there are branches in the Philippines, Singapore, Laos, London, Shanghai, and Hong Kong. The representative office of CIMB Bank is in Yangon and Mumbai. The subsidiaries of CIMB Bank are available in Cambodia, Vietnam, and Thailand. Their vision is to be the Asian leading company. However, their mission is for providing a standardized universal banking service with high performance and integrated companies placed in Asian and beyond key markets, leading the acceleration of Asian integrating as well as making international linking. Next, organizational cultures or values. The value provided by CIMB's organizational culture is ethics. The code of ethics covers all parts of the employee's everyday business hour. The Code of Business Ethics and Employees Code of Conduct explicitly forbids all forms of bribery, including accepting and distributing personal gifts. The CIMB Group supports the highest moral and ethical standards in all business operations throughout its anti-bribery and corruption policy statement. In addition, they are also committed to upholding all legal requirements and regulations that govern their operations and business conduct. CIMB has built a framework for combating corruption. It includes employee training programs, policies, procedures, risk analysis, and due diligence on third parties and connected people. Business activities of CIMB Bank such as asset management, research coverage, banking products and services, investment banking. Next, the goals of CIMB Bank are to become a premier bank focusing on Asian banks with Asian reach and a digital-led bank. This is because CIMB Bank has many branches spread out over Asian nations and wants to outperform the region's major rivals. Moreover, the logo was created on the same year of CIMB Bank was established in 2006. The right side of the bank's graphic identity featured a strong geometric emblem and all-caps tag. A sans-serif typeface with clean straight lines is used in two ways for the inscription. So, the CIMB palette's primary color is burgundy. The red and white colors represent confidence, luxury, power, professionalism, and commitment. This is Board of Directors of CIMB Bank in Malaysia. Next, I will pass to Mr. Rahman.
Hi, my name is Abdul Rahman and I'm going to proceed with SWOT and pastel analysis. The strength of CIMB Bank is its larger customer base. With approximately 19 million customers and thousands of branches across 15 Asian countries, CIMB Bank has become one of the largest investment banks and Islamic banks in the world. Next, the weakness of CIMB Bank is third-party control. Since a third party administers their insurance and takaful, CIMB Bank has been exposed to this issue affecting all CIMB Bank locations. Then the opportunity of CIMB Bank is its loan growth. The total loan growth for CIMB in 2022 continued to increase by 7.7%, while total deposit increased by 4.6%. And finally, CIMB Bank tracked its stiff competition and the same business segment. CIMB faced stiff competition such as from Maybank, which also have large customer base, strong finances, and they offer the same services. Moving on to the pastel analysis. From the political factor is transparency. Difficulties with corruption and lack of transparency in the political system undermine the confidence of stakeholders in commercial enterprises and government organizations. As a result, the growth opportunities for CIMB are reduced. The next factor is the economy, which is the inflation rate. A high inflation rate will also have a big impact on CIMB performance because customers will reduce their purchasing power and visit CIMB less if inflation is strong. However, according to the World Population Survey, Malaysia continues to have a low inflation rate. The next factor is social, which is from cultural and societal norms. Each country has unique cultural norms, values, and traditions, which reflect consumer behavior. The inability to adapt product or service offerings to local cultural traditions can cause serious harm to the business. Therefore, CIMB must conduct extensive research to gain local consumer knowledge. Next is the technology factor, which is focused on the technology infrastructure. CIMB should choose countries with advanced technological infrastructure because it will facilitate them to achieve the objective of cost reduction, innovation, and value creation. Then environmental factor, which focus on environmental laws. Strict environmental regulation in many countries pressure business organizations to reduce environmental harm. Therefore, banking companies, including CIMB Bank, should have no difficulty in ensuring full obedience with international and local environmental regulations. And lastly, legal factor, which focus on employment law. CIMB Bank must develop its employer brand image, maintain a safe work environment, and avoid discrimination in order to comply with employment law. Thank you. Next, I will pass to Maszulaikha binti Abdul Razak.
Thank you, Mr. Rahman. Now, I will presenting about IFE, EFE, and CPM. So, internal factor evaluation (IFE) is a strategy method used to assess an organization's internal environment and identify its strengths and weaknesses. The most significant factor is second largest financial service provider in Asia, and CIMB faced the weakness of CIMB processing fault in the banking system, as both have the highest weightage 0.05, followed by a larger customer base of about 90 million customers in over 15 Asian countries, returns in higher rates of 3.95%, and second largest financial services providers in Asia 0.20. Therefore, the WEG score is 2.75 points higher than the average score, which is 2.50, indicating that CIMB Bank outperforms its competitors. However, external factor evaluation (EFE) is a strategy method used to assess a company's external environment and identify its opportunities and threats. The number of WEG for each opportunity and threat defines the importance of CIMB. The larger the WEG, the greater the importance to CIMB. Therefore, with a WEG score of 3.35, CIMB Bank has effectively laid out their plans for taking advantage of their opportunities and defending against potential threats to their businesses. Lastly, competitive profile matrix (CPM) is a method for identifying a company's strengths and shortcomings in comparisons to its competitors. Based on Table 6, noted that CIMB Bank company scores higher than other competitors, which is 3.60. The two rivals of CIMB Bank are Public Bank and Hong Leong Bank, responding worse on the several critical success factors. Next, I will pass to Ms. Amalia.
My name is Amalia Adriana. Next, I will explain about the achievement of CIMB. 2021 will be considered another challenging year that harmed both individuals and businesses in a variety of ways. One of mixed recovery amid the repeat of COVID-19 fluctuation. However, according to the annual report 2021, CIMB will be accomplished a great deal in 2021. The following are the accomplishments. The first one is Best Local Currency Bond Deal of the Year and Most Innovative Deal of the Year. Second is Best Bank for Investment Solution Malaysia. Third is Best Bank for Investment Solution Credit Malaysia. Fourth is Best Domestic Private Bank in Malaysia. And lastly is Best for Wealth Transfer or Succession Planning in Malaysia. Next, I will continue to explain about the problems of CIMB. To different people, the year 2020 represents different things. The worldwide surge in COVID-19 infections affect a large number of Malaysian workers. Beginning March 18, 2020, the Malaysian government has issued a movement control order requiring all Malaysian employees to stay at home and work from home. To begin with, CIMB employees are struggling to understand how to manage work and family life. Apart from that, because the only person permitted to leave the house during MCO is the family leader, the majority of male workers must purchase groceries and other necessities for their family. Employees at CIMB may be distracted from their work owing to a variety of factors. When a person has a problem at work, it impacts his mental condition and feelings toward his family at home. In the future, CIMB employees will face challenges as a result of the company's new work schedule during the COVID-19 era. This situation will very certainly increase the workload of workers. They do, however, labor longer hours with greater intensity, and in particular situation, they experience sentiments of fury and discontent. To avoid labor mistreatment, CIMB employee must have a proper discussion with the higher executive about working hours. One of the obstacles that employees at CIMB company Berhad have faced when working from home is communication issue. When an employee misunderstands an instruction or overhears a discussion during a meeting, miscommunication occurs. This misinterpretation could be caused by an unreliable Wi-Fi connection or a distraction induced by a failure to stay focused. Furthermore, integrating feelings like resentment, regretment, despair, and discouragement leads to inadequate details and miscommunication. The issue of online server maintenance must also be addressed by CIMB Bank. This is a major issue since it has the potential to tarnish the CIMB Bank Group reputation, as many clients have complained about the problems with its web server. According to the report, hundreds of people are unable to conduct online credit card transaction owing to a CIMB disruption. Next, I will explain about the conclusion. CIMB Bank must also address the online server maintenance issue. This is a major issue since it has the potential to tarnish the CIMB Group reputation. As many clients have complained about the problem with its web server, most customers complain that it is difficult to use for online transaction, which is extremely inconvenient because they can complete the task. This problem has caused CIMB Bank to lose existing customers since they prefer to conduct business with a bank that has a fewer problems and makes it easier for them to fulfill their jobs.
Now, I will talk about strategies formulation for CIMB Bank. In the second stage, we have done SWOT matrix and I mastery. Firstly, the SWOT matrix. There are two things identified, which is number one, adding 4 new franchises every year to expand their name and business all around the world, and also at the same time, optimize existing franchise and developing new franchise to expand their business. Second, invest in technology and space to bridge the physical and digital world. Now, we move on to WO strategy, which is we have two. Number one is improve server and technology for a better online banking system. CIMB Berhad should improve server and technology so it increases in efficiency. Efficient and quick service to customer can be provided with the help of modern technologies and also handling of information. Second one is upgrade bank cybersecurity to be more secure. Now, let's move on to the strength and threat strategies. There are two of them. First one is hire the best IT employees to overcome the issue of cybersecurity safety. Next, CIMB Berhad need to block all suspicious transactions to prevent further breach. Last but not least, CIMB must providing a new platform for their customer to reach a bank quickly if they are being fraud and scammed. Lastly, liability strategies. There are two strategies were identified. First, upgrading their banking system into a high-end system. A new system will be more efficient, provide better customer service, and allow for the future growth for CIMB Berhad. And lastly, adding a high-quality and more friendly user interface and features in their banking system, such as in CIMB Clicks application. As you can see from the table above, the two lines connected in the middle box is number 5 strategies. CIMB Bank internal and external IE metrics show that they should hold and maintain their position. The company should pursue strategic focuses on increasing market penetration, product development, and market development.
Thank you, Najmi. I'm Nurshakirah. We'll proceed with the BCG metrics. These are CIMB banks and its competitors' market shares. CIMB Bank versus Public Bank is 0.93. CIMB Bank versus Maybank is 1.37, with average between these two rivals is 1.15. So the market growth for CIMB Bank in 2022 is 0.017. So, based on how well it performed overall, we can infer that CIMB Bank is in the star quadrant of the BCG matrix. This is due to the CIMB Bank high market share and market growth compared to the other competitors. To maintain its position, CIMB Bank needs to invest in product development and online banking tools, partner with foreign banks, and provide personalized solutions for the emerging and affluent ASEAN segment. While this requires significant investment, it will ultimately improve revenue, assets under management, and market share while enhancing customer service. In conclusion, based on the CIMB strategy formulation SWOT, IE, and BCG metrics, CIMB is a company that grows with a high market share. In IE metric, it is shown that CIMB should hold and maintain its position and focus on increasing market penetration and product development. However, to improve CIMB business operation, several strategies can be used by CIMB, which as shown in SO, SW, ST, and WT strategies. On the other hand, in QSPM, the total attractiveness score has shown which strategy should be implemented by CIMB. From all the strategy, the best three strategies for CIMB Bank should use market development, product development, and the joint venture. CIMB Bank is performing well and needs to invest in product development, online banking tools, and personalized solutions for the emerging and affluent ASEAN segment to maintain its position. The bank should use market development, product development, and joint venture strategies to improve revenue, asset under management, and market share while enhancing customer service. Joint venture can help CIMB Bank grow faster, increase productivity, and generate greater profits while accessing distribution networks through partner overseas firms. Next, I will proceed to the QSPM matrix. This is the result of QSPM for CIMB Bank. We conclude by doing some calculation that increasing product development is a better option. The sum attractiveness gives this for the figure product development strategy with a higher score than the other strategy. The product development strategy has a score of 6.85, while the market development score is 6.10 and the joint venture has 6.05 in the QSPM shown above. Next, I will explain for Chapter 4, which is strategy implementation. The first strategy that can be implemented by CIMB Bank is to increase their market development. By highlighting the success of CIMB market development strategy and its expansion into multiple nations, this statement can improve the bank's reputation and attract potential clients and investors. In addition, CIMB Bank Thai PLC is known for its digital retail banking, which further strengthens the bank's service and global position. Thus, CIMB can increase their credibility and market appeal, leading to potential growth opportunities. Next, to improve product development, CIMB Bank can focus on enhancing its online banking tools and making them more user-friendly. This can be achieved by investing in expanding server space and offering the latest features to ensure smooth and efficient transactions. Additionally, CIMB Bank can conduct market research to identify customer needs and preferences and development the new products and services that cater to those needs. By continuously improving its product and services, CIMB Bank can differentiate itself from competitors and attract more customers. Lastly, CIMB can improve their joint venture by increasing the assets under management and revenue generated in Asian wealth market. By forming partnerships with foreign banks, CIMB Bank can access new markets and expertise while lessening competition. Besides, by providing best-in-class service and personalized solutions to meet the changing needs of today's emerging and affluent Asian segment, CIMB Bank can become the bank of choice for this demographic and grow its client base. Overall, this strategy can improve the joint venture for CIMB Bank by increasing revenue, assets under management, and market share while providing better service and solutions to customers. In conclusion, this strategy helps secure CIMB place in the global market and aid in establishing CIMB Bank as a highly competitive company. I think that's all from me. I will pass to Nur Hayati.
My name is Nur Hayati Azman. Next, we move on to conclusion and recommendation. Firstly, CIMB can expand their banking services. The CIMB Group, which has its headquarters in Kuala Lumpur, is a universal bank that is now operating in high-growth Asian countries. This indicates that the countries of Asia have become the primary target market for all of their financial services. It is essential for the company to expand its banking services outside of its domestic market. Thus, the CIMB Group needs to make the most of this opportunity to expand its position in the European and South American markets, which are among the most significant emerging markets for banking services. Secondly, effective risk management. In its line of businesses, it is only natural for a large corporation like the CIMB Group to encounter risk. In order for a company to preserve its profitability, continue to expand its presence in the global market, and increase its market share, the company must have a risk management system that is strong and highly effective. So the company has a responsibility to ensure that it has an effective strategy in place to reduce the potential impact of those risks. Lastly, control the liquidity. We are all aware that it is extremely risky for an organization to have a very high liquidity risk since it will put the company in serious trouble. CIMB Group's holding perhaps should maximize asset management in order to minimize liquidity risk. To do so, they can either keep its risk with the capital ratio the same or raise it. Keeping good relations with other competitors is another way to lower risk. CIMB Group and Maybank, for instance, enjoy a productive working relationship with one another. It's possible that Maybank will be willing to lend a hand to CIMB Group whenever the latter has difficulties. In conclusion, the success of CIMB's efforts to deliver superior banking services is important to the company. Although CIMB has enjoyed considerable success for a considerable amount of time, the company continues to struggle with a number of issues and obstacles. As a commercial bank, CIMB is required to continually innovate its business practices in order to keep up with the rapid rate of change that is occurring in the global banking and financial services industry today. Because traditional banks like CIMB are slow to adapt to changes in operations, culture, and other areas, the growing popularity of financial technology companies poses a significant challenge to these types of financial institutions. In addition, the criteria imposed by regulatory agencies are becoming more stringent, which means that CIMB Bank needs to devote a sizable percentage of its discretionary spending to conforming to these regulations and establishing systems that can keep up with their progressions. That is all from our group. Thank you.